Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's talk about Married to Medicine, Season 6, Episode 8. Let's get into it. I was like, oh shit, they made up. We see some goodness coming from this episode. We see some sisterly love, but I don't know how long that sister love is going to last because it seemed like it's going to go downhill from there. Mariah, Heavenly, and Quad in the same room together, all getting along too as well. I was like, and there was not really no jabs thrown at each other. I was like, okay. And so we got Heavenly outside, with, Alora washing the dog. I was like, I thought you guys take your dog to get, to a place. Well, they're outside washing the dog. So Heavenly Lee is letting us know that she's real. She's down in it. I was just like, okay. Then we get Jackie and Simone. They meet up to have lunch. And Jackie is trying to force her diet on Dr. Simone, basically to eat healthy, which is a good thing too as well. She had that salad. Simone was like, you better leave me alone. You don't know what kind of day I had. I need some sugar, baby. I need some sugar. I was like, okay, come on. And so, but the conversation was really good because we find out that Simone got some of that Cecil. She got into Cecil. She's feeling him. First, she was scared. She was nervous. She thought that she wasn't going to be able to get wet because she built up so much fear because she pushed him away for so long that she just thought that, it wasn't going to work and she couldn't do it no more. It's just like riding the bike, baby. So anyways, they did it. She liked it. Said she wanted more and more and more. So I'm glad to see that, Cecil and Dr. Simone are getting it on, doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow, that's a good thing. I'm just like, yes. And so we got Jackie talking about the summer party, the sleepover. Everybody got the news about Quad hitting the blogs that she filed for divorce, that she moved out the house. She stole the shit out the house. She took it out the house. Well, I don't know if she stole it because it's actually hers and Greg's property. And there was in the separation decree, there was a technicality technicality where you can actually remove some of the property from the house as long as you don't leave the county. So I guess Quad lawyers knew what they were doing. So anyway, so we see her moving into her nice house. She had on that red dress, face full of makeup, hair all done, looking all snatched. Knowing damn well she didn't move none of that shit herself. She's carrying some glass lamps. That's all the stuff she just took from the apartment and from her house with Dr. Greg. Oh, that's so low down and dirty, but hey, they gotta split the shit anyway. She might as well. She was like, I don't know what I'm gonna get in this divorce. I ain't buying brand new shit. But she did move into a nice place. Looked like a condominium. It looks like a townhouse. It was very nice. She got her own private garage. She got her mother there. She got her aunt there. They helped stow the shit too as well. She got it in the house. I was just like, I was like, okay, there we go. So we have that situation. And Contessa, she's not feeling so great because the kids keep waking her up, hugging her, tugging on her, and all this other stuff. She's not really getting no work, and we know Scott's at work, so it's a real difficult situation for her. And she's not really sleeping, and she don't really want to take her Percocets because the kids keep coming in and out the room, and she wants to be aware of what's going on. She don't want to be passed out, knocked out off them Percocets. Her husband was like, you're supposed to take your medicine around the clock, baby. She was like, okay. And Scott was like, doctors are the worst patients, let me tell you. I could see. We seen last season with Dr. Eugene. He was the worst patient ever with his high blood pressure, but at least he's taking care of it and doing it good. And Contessa, she describes her pain. It sounds horrible. She said it's pulling, tearing, burning. Like if you burn your skin after a while. I was like, oh. She was just like, I was like, okay. She was just like somebody beating drums on her. It's like, oh my God, sounds horrible, but she's getting better, and at least she'll be cancer free. I'm so happy for her. Then we move on to Mariah. She's cooking breakfast. She got up early to make her husband some breakfast. Aydin comes in. He don't look too happy, and he was like, I got some news, baby. Our company is merging. Our corporation is taking over our company, and I don't know if I'm still going to be there. I don't know if I want to be there. I don't know if they're going to have me there. I don't know what we're going to do, where we're going to go right now. She was like, hey, hold on. Do you got a job, nigga? She's like, do you got a job? And he was like, it's not the question if I have a job. It's whether I want to stay there or be there. That's the question. And so he was like, I'm thinking about California. I'm feeling you, Aydin. Let's get out of here and go to Cali. Start Married to Medicine out there in Cali, and Mariah could be the head honcho, the head queen in charge. You won't have no competition. So there's Cali, there's Texas, there's South Carolina. I was like, I only like California because it's no winter. There's no snow and shit because it's about to snow here because it's cold. It's really cold already. It's freezing out here in these streets out here where I'm at. So she was like, Mariah was like, I was born and raised down south. I want to stay down south, be down south. I threw away my career and my aspirations, anything I was going to do to support you. I wonder what was your career and your aspirations. That would be nice to know too as well. Maybe you guys can fill me in, my peeps, my peoples, because I don't know. And so she's like, I didn't even know why I wanted to raise my kids down south. I don't want to raise them nowhere else. I want to raise them in Georgia, baby. I'm a Georgia peach. I was like, oh no. And she's looking at him like, he was like, it's a decision that we're going to decide for together. She was like, I done already decided. You just don't know, baby. And I'm telling you right now. And he was like, what is that old saying you say? Once the door opens, something closes and opens. She was like, no, the saying is once a door closes, a window open. I thought it once a door closed, another door opens. So I don't know if I got it backwards or they got it backwards. But he was like, whatever that old saying you say and all them folk tales and shit and all that positivity. Could we have some of that right now? He's like, oh gosh, he's about to trip on me. And he's looking all confused. He's just like, damn. He was like, I'm on the top of my game out here in Atlanta and I got to change. And, sometimes it's hard to prepare for big changes like that when you don't know, like you've been comfortable. He's been there for about 10 years, 11 years, and now things are going to change between what he does, his patients, his clients, just the atmosphere with his co-workers. But anyway it goes, he always will have a place to work. He can start his own practice. He's a doctor. Like, he'll always have a job anywhere, any place. So they're going to talk about it and think about it. Mariah ain't leaving. She ain't going nowhere unless, they start a Married to Medicine out there in California. Maybe South Carolina. I don't know. But I would want to go where there ain't no snow. So we have that situation. Aydin's like, he's going to get it together. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. I'm just like, I was like, Mariah's feeling a certain type of way. She was like, I was depending on you to, I'm doing my job. How come you ain't doing yours? And then heavily she meets up with her counselor. Her counselor, he's dressed very, he's dressed immaculate. He's dressed very impeccable. He's dressed like so good and everything. And it's just like, and he's asking, Dr. Heavenly a question like, so how was the trip? How was everything going? And, so you went to Florida, you went to Miami, and then there was a pause. And she was like, why is there a long pause? Like, are you trying to irritate me on purpose? Are you testing me? What the freak? I'm sorry, saying like, you're the one in charge right here. I'm the client. I'm the patient. So, she was like, do you want me to elaborate on the trip? Do you want me to talk? I don't know why you pausing. I don't know if you're trying to get at me. I was like, Dr. Heavenly, you too real. But that's some real shit. Like, why you pausing? Like, why, were you confused? You lost? You don't know we're supposed to be having this conversation? What the hell's going on? The camera's making you nervous? You dressed immaculate for the occasion. So basically, Dr. Heavenly explained, like, when she got to her sister's bedroom, she started crying. She couldn't breathe. She had to get out of there. Basically, she was kind of having a panic attack, and the doctor asked her, like, so did you mourn your father? Did you cry? When she was like, not really. Like, maybe at the funeral. I don't know. He was like, well, you was getting some release. And she was like, there's only one person in the world that I don't like, and that's Mariah. And she's always hanging around us bitches. She's always there with the group of friends that I'm whack. And then she went to confession. I can't stand that bitch. She's everywhere we are. But she says that she don't like Mariah because she reminds her of her sister and she don't deal with her sister. So maybe there's two people you can't like. Maybe you like your sister more than Mariah. Maybe your sister Mariah even. Who knows? But doctor said continue to come and you will get better. And that's just what they say. So continue to go heavenly and maybe you'll get better. And it seems like you did do a lot better this episode. Like, you didn't go, man, you wasn't rude, you wasn't disrespectful to anybody, but you funny as hell though. And so so we have that situation. And basically, Heavenly talks about, like, her mother was working all the time. So, like, when she got out for school, her mother was there, but when she came home, her mother was gone. Her father was always gone working. But she knew her parents loved her, and she knew her mother loved her, even though she never said it. So that's the thing. And Heavenly feels like maybe there was some more love and some more affection there, and things would be much different. She won't be on the attack all the time, or thinking somebody's trying to attack her. She'll be able to communicate a lot better and, have a bond and relationships with other people, because basically she was stuck in her room with no windows and she didn't go outside and play. She couldn't go past the house. That's crazy. And so the doctor said the most important years of your life is from 13 to 18, where it molds you to become an adult, what your future going to be like, how you going to adjust as a human being, how you get your confidence and all that other good stuff. So he said, even though you turned out successful, but you still have some quirks, you still have some negativity. And the negativity is, your mouth, running off at the mouth and being disrespectful, using your mouth as a weapon, basically. But he didn't say it like that. So it is what it is with that situation. And so, she's going to do better. And so. So we got Quad. She's at her house. She's talking to her mom, but before then we have Toya. She's talking about the, oh no, look at the blogs. Look what it says. It says Quad done got a divorce and she done moved out. And why do I have to find out through the grapevine? Why do I got to find out through the blogs? Toya wants you to text her immediately, send her a voicemail, send her a picture, send her a tweet, send her an Instagram post to let her know what you doing and what you up to, because she needs to know, because she got to keep a file and keep it in order. Dr. Eugene was like, well, you guys are her acquaintance. You guys are not really friends. He was like, well, friends would tell you what happened before shit hits the fan. And so, and she was like, I'm going to put some sugar on top of it. And usually we say, I'm going to put some sugar on top of it. You're going to put shit. You're going to put sugar on top of shit. And so they both started laughing in their confessionals. And she's feeling a certain type of way. She's feeling disrespected. She's feeling like her and Quad had a bond and she ain't even talking to her about it. And then we get Simone. She's in the bed with Cecil because they just got through doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. And then, Cecil was like, I talked to, Dr. G just a week ago. He acted like everything was working out, everything was going fine, everything was going to be what it was, and he's seen some hope. And then Dr. Simone was like, it was probably a surprise to him just like it is to us. He probably just finding out on the blog just like we are. And Simone was like, I'm so thankful that my shit didn't end up like this online. I'm so thankful this shit ain't messy like this online. But Quad was mad messy last season. Like, she was all in Jackie's business. She had the post. She was reading it on her laptop. She was on her computer. She was calling people, talking about Jackie and Curtis' situation. Now she wants to be mute about hers. Okay, miss me with that. Even though you look good, Quad. Like, you was dressed to death, moving into your apartment, your house, your townhouse. And then she was with her mama and her auntie. Her mama was like, I didn't want this for you, baby. I had a bad marriage. I didn't want this for you. Well, she's scathed. She's out of the situation. So, and she was like, I still wear my wedding ring. And everybody was like, you need to take that motherfucker off, because goddamn well you don't want to be with Dr. G. The word on the street is Dr. Quad and Dr. G hasn't slept in the same bed for almost 2 years. What kind of shit is that? That's why he was out there dibbing and dabbing. But he should have got a divorce first before he got out there dibbing and dabbing. They should have been doing something else. It seems like Quad and Dr. G are very hard-headed, and they're not meant to be for each other. It doesn't seem like they're compatible at all. When were they ever compatible? It didn't seem like they was compatible. Only thing we seen Quad do was shake her ass and throw Dr. G nice birthday parties, and that was just to throw airs about how good she treats her man when they ain't even at home sleeping together. She's shaking her ass. She's half naked with these costumes on, and she ain't home taking care of her man. Time don't wait for nobody. People have them urges, and sometimes we just don't want to have sex. It's just be what it is. We ain't feeling it. There's some chemical in us saying we got to shut off the coochie. We just shut it off. See, like Dr. Simone, she shut it off, but she can shut it back on. But usually it's actually internal things that women are dealing with when they shut off the coochie and they don't want to be touched. It could be a part of depression too as well. It could be a part of just not feeling desirable yourself and thinking no one else feels that you are desirable, even though they're trying to get it from you. So moving on from that situation, so they're like, damn, she's getting a divorce. And Quad was like, I was trying to tell the ladies to her mother what was going on, but Mariah cut me off. Okay, good excuse. So we get to the hotel room. Dr. Jackie got the presidential suite. She won Black Girls Magic again. She got number food, liquor, grapes, and everything going on. We have, Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly arrived. They early. Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie, they seem like they're really lit. They're really close to each other this, season, like really close. They show up to each other's events early, prepare for each other's events early. So Dr. Heavenly talked about, I want some alcohol. Some alcohol? Where's the alcohol? You got any alcohol? Alcohol? I don't know how she said it, but she said it in the most country. Alcohol? You got any alcohol? I was like, yo, what's going on? So yes, there's plenty of alcohol there, but we already know Toya, she brought her own liquor. She brought her own liquor. She brought her own Patron. She's still drinking Patron. Patron's kind of played out. Patron hasn't been lit since like 2000. and 13. So anyways, or 14, 2014. Patron is pretty old. So moving on from that, we have that situation. Jackie wants everything to work out. She got things going on. She said she called Quad when she saw the blogs, and Quad called her right back. So that seems like Quad is more open to Jackie, and Jackie ain't telling the business of what Quad said to her on the phone. And you got to respect Jackie for that. A lot of people saying Jackie is the messiest one on the show, and it's not Dr. Heavenly. I was like, okay, I'm reloaded. So we have that situation go on. Then all the other ladies arrive. Dr. Jarrett, she arrives. It's like she's not she's not like mixed up with anything that's going on with the ladies and the girls. She's just there like a statue on the wall. Contessa, she can't come through because her breast is still feeling bad. But we find out there might be some else going on with Contessa, why she's not leaving the house. Maybe she's on a little stage of where she's afraid to leave the house, because now she's not living in that fear of her breast. So that's a whole new mindset that she has too, because when you're always in fear, and now that fear has been taken away, something has to be replaced in that spot. And I don't know what's going to be replaced in that spot. So Toya's there. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's having a good time. They're basically talking about they're not going to ask, Quad all these questions. They're not going to bombard her and all this other stuff. So it is what it is. Quad, she shows up. She's the last one. It didn't seem like she brought any luggage. I thought Quad was going to leave and bounce. But Quad showed up with the hair on point, with that her little nice outfit would look nice. And you have Toya dissing, Dr. Simone's outfit, talking about Skeletor. Like, what the fuck you got on? Like, what's going on? She was like, I like your shoes. I was like, come on. I think that was Toya that said that. It could have been Mariah, because they be on that fashion stuff. And Mariah looked nice. All the ladies look nice to me. They're sleeping in the damn hotel room, and basically they're having a little party or whatever. And so basically they wanted to ask, Quad, what's going on? Quad was like, I don't really want to talk about anything. I don't really want to answer any questions, because the information just hit the blogs about her divorce. They asking for a divorce and packing up and moving the stuff out of the house. So she knows damn well that all the girls want to know what's going on. And she said she was going to tell them last time, but she ain't going to tell them this time. And it's like she's kind of like being selfish, like treating them like they're the third wheel, like they ain't nobody. If anything, they're your co-workers. You're filming with them. You're making money with them. So basically talk about your situation. Share your story. Hey, listen, I had to move. I had to go. Let me tell you, this went down. So I'm trying to be stronger. Unless she's trying to plan a strategy where she doesn't give out too much information, because she knows the lawyers are going to be watching the show. That's the only other reason, because she knows that they want to know answers. And the reason why she's so guarded is because she know what the fuck she did to Jackie last year. She was the main one upset and mad with Curtis, and now she won't even say anything. She was like, they was asking, are you okay? Are you all right? She was like, well, I'm doing fine. I'm doing my best. And that's in Dr. Heavenly was like, so are we being good friends to you? Are we being good friends to you? Are we supporting you like we supposed to? She was like, yes. And is there anything that we can do? How you holding up? She goes, I'm holding up as best as I can. So she answered, Dr. Heavenly's questions or whatever. And then, Toya was like, so I want to ask you a question. And Quad was like, no, I don't want, nah. I refuse to answer that question. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to answer none of your questions right now. And so then Toya went like this, like, what you talking about? Then Quad was like, fix your face. She was like, ain't nothing wrong with my face. My face is straight. Unless I got some eyeliner running or something, my face is straight. And she was like, you're not gonna get nothing out of me. And Toya was like, what you talking about? I thought we were supposed to be friends or whatever, blase and the third. And then Toya was like, you know what? What Dr. Jackie said, like when you should end a relationship with a friend when they're not being susceptible, when you can't talk to them, when they throw you off, when they don't want to hear anything you got to say, when they ignore you and they don't come around. And basically, Toya's throwing it up like, you ain't being a real friend. Like, I'm done. And so, they're like, so then that's when Dr. Jackie jumps in. Dr. Jackie is smooth operator. She was like, Toya loves you. Quad, she loves you. She respects you. She just loves so hard that she don't know how to tell a person how much she loves them, how much she cares for them. So, and she loves too hard and too deep, and she's just hurt. She's coming from a hurt place. And then that's when Toya was like, yes, I just care about you, my friend. I want to know what's going on. It was like, you act like you can't trust us. Why you can't trust her? You don't want to be around us. Things I care for you. Blase and the third. Quad gets up. She starts to cry, and they hug. They all hug. So that's all good. Then they get into the outfits. So I'm glad that they end up hugging with each other. But also Toya hasn't been much of a nice person this season. Like, she don't understand Quad. I can understand Quad's situation where it's like, you're just being bold, ignorant towards us. Like, we don't mean nothing. But the way, Toya has treated Contessa is really foul. Really, really foul. But it was funny when the girls imitated each other. It was cool. It was funny, especially when Dr. Simone, she imitated, Heavenly, was like, get on my knees, because, Dr. Heavenly was like, I get on my knees and pray, what she really meant to say, I get on my knees and I suck that. And then you also got Heavenly bragging about that she took care of her husband before she came, and she fed him and this and that. He's full and I'm full. Jackie was like, yeah, you're full of it. So that was cool too as well. Mariah playing Dr. Heavenly was funny. It was all right. It was funny. Then we have Toya, imitating Dr. Simone with the $100 bills, because Simone had the $100 in the shoes, like the fit. Usually, them type of shoes, they used to have the fish inside, but she had the $100 bill, basically. And then, so it was pretty funny. And then Dr. Simone imitating, Toya with the big breasts and talking about money and all this other stuff. And then who imitated Quad? It was funny when Mariah said, well, you did a very good imitation of Quad. Only thing is, you should have pushed that wig back some more. I was like, why are you going to go there? Why are you going to say that? So anyways, peace, I'm out. One love. Next episode seems like it's going to be lit.